No, I didn't, and that's what I got pissed about earlier. Is Jason was on the phone with the bank when you started in with Mom. But yeah, and I found some stuff out today that is like, oh great.
Yep.
I'm gonna lose an aunt and an uncle within the next 3 to 5 years.
Well, I don't know who's watching. It shows I got 3 people.
Yeah, I know.
And of course, you're on speaker.
I know.
Yep.
And Amber's got the TV on. So, yay.
All right. Well, Money, I know he was saying hi. Of course, that was at 6:53. That, all right. So Money's still here.
Okay. Yeah, and Bocce's there. Said I've got it on, yep. But it's muted. So.
All right, hi Bocce.
And Wayne just popped in.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can hear me, and I just can't.
Right, I know. Wayne, if you saw the, right, if you saw my live stream earlier, Wayne, Crystal's father passed away. Don't know if it was last night, but he was found this morning.
Yeah, I just found out that he was up and moving around 6:30, and then they went in to wake him up at 10 o'clock, and he passed.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, at least that's when they found him. So yeah. he'd been up, moving around.
I'm gonna let you go, hon.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and everything. Let me put the link out. Go ahead and done that. But yeah, like I said, that was sad news. I mean, all I know is about here comes Money.
Well, it's a sad day indeed, but
I know.
I'm not gonna sit here and do the whole pity thing, but I am going to be real with you for a minute, Crystal. I know you're watching, and I mean this wholeheartedly when I say it. I am sorry for you guys. I really, truly am. And this next statement, do not take it lightly. Don't say I'm just, I'm one of those just saying it. I actually mean this. If you need me, if you need to talk, I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the damn morning, you call me. Why? Because I'm already up anyway. You call me.
Right.
That way you are not going through it alone. And if for some damn reason you need me to get my ass to Texas, I'll be there.
Right. Well, like I said, on the live stream I did earlier today, I know that Monday, we were talking about doing the, giving away the blankets and everything. And everything. And right now, with, I do make good money and everything, but of course I've got the holidays coming up. I've got bills to make. This was definitely an unexpected, something that happened. And the biggest problem is the fact is that it's, where he's at is almost all the way to Oklahoma City. And
I'm from Oklahoma, so I.
Right. But the thing about it is, like, when we went up there Thanksgiving, okay, we went up there, I filled the truck up, went up, saw her daughter, and had left there and was heading to go see her dad. And I said, okay, go and fill the truck up. I realized that was already 288 miles just for that. So we'd gone, like I said, we'd gone 288 miles, and that was just to go see her daughter. Okay, yeah, her father lives a lot closer. That was the first time I had a chance to ever meet him in person. Talked to him several times on the phone.
And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people that already have this in mind. I'm not going to lead this, but I'm going to be the first to suggest it. I've got a whole pile over here of benefit auction. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. Is that okay on his channel? Because y'all are known to him and his channel with Bitcoin people. And if he might want to do this, I'm the first one on that bandwagon. Plus,
you're starting to break money. You're starting to break up, and you're froze on the screen too.
Now,
and sound like a robot. Nope. Your internet sucks. All right, now you're moving again.
Yeah, he went robot, broke up big time.
Yeah, so I'm the first one to jump on this bandwagon.
All right, so basically, okay, money. So basically, what you're saying is you've got some stuff that's for benefit and everything that you want to try and do that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Let's get this done. I got this. We got this.
Okay.
Family is family.
Right, I know, and I appreciate it. Hey, I highly appreciate it. I mean, I'm not looking for, a lot of money, but like I was, said in the video I did earlier, I mean, I got her a hotel room tonight, okay?
Right.
That with tax and everything, and it was like $90.
Wow.
Just for a hotel, and now probably could have got one a little bit cheaper, but the fact is that I'm a Wyndham's reward member, so anytime I go anywhere, I try to find a Wyndham hotel. That way, I'm racking up the points and everything, because the more once I get to a certain amount of points, then I get a free room. And right now, a free room is 15,000 points. Well, I've just barely, been able to get in the past 3 years, rack up almost just over 29,000 points.
Shaggy.
So you got enough for almost 2 nights.
I've got enough, yeah, but that would basically what I would have to do, because the stay that is for tonight is only 1,000 points. What I'd have to do is she'd have to literally check out, and then tomorrow I'd have to rebook another room at the same hotel, and that is if she's going to stay another night. And then, I can, if she's going to stay one more or 2 nights, then, I could, I could basically wipe out all the points that I've got, get her a free room. But that's just for this time. I mean, there's going to be multiple times that she's going to have to make that trip up there and stay, because she's executor of the estate. So she's, I've got paperwork I've got to find to help her out, because my first wife, when she passed away, I went through, I can't remember the name of the company, but the way it worked is basically I donated the body to science, and they paid for a mortician to come in, pick up the body, transport the body to wherever they needed to. That way they could do their research and everything. And then they cremated the remains, sent all that back to me at no charge.
I did the same thing with my mother.
Right. Now, I do know that Crystal did say that her father, he had basically no life insurance. Okay? So that's the drawback. Now, he did say he did want to be cremated, so that's something good. but he does have a savings. We don't know how much that is. Okay, that's the thing. We don't know what that is, and of course everything else. I mean, it's going to be several weeks of her constantly. It'll be next year by the time she's all said and done with everything. I mean, she's got to get death certificate, get that with the Social Security, because he was at a living assisted facility up there, and the bad part the fact is that on the 6th was supposed to be his birthday.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I think he was about 10 years older than me, 10 or 12 years old or something like that.
Happy
So,
stinking freaking birthday.
Bachi, I don't know if he has a will or not. That's, like I said, right now, that's the stuff that Crystal will have to go through and find out. But like I said,
Is there any
problem with
brothers or
her-
sisters helping her?
Yeah. Matter of fact, it was her younger brother, Jason, is the one that found him. And I mean, basically, he was in his recliner and not breathing. Of course, Jason hit the little panic button and everything, had EMS come out and everything. And that was about 10:30 this morning.
Now, heart failure, COPD, got a lot of medical issues.
Well, Crystal was saying he already had a quadruple bypass heart surgery.
Wow.
So we don't know. We don't know all the information right now. Probably have to wait till if there's going to be a coroner's report done. Like I said, I know y'all are going to be asking all these questions right now. Unfortunately,
It's right now. It's preliminary. Unfortunately, it's very preliminary. Right. This is just you're not gonna have answer to these details until middle of the month, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, I know.
That's why I said maybe. If not, we'll regroup on New Year's and maybe get some answers.
Right.
I mean,
but
it's a long process. But
like I said, the thing about with Crystal is that she was already made executor of the estate, so she's got to deal with that. And
we didn't have to.
Yeah, but she's got an older brother, and she's got a sister and a younger brother, and then she's got some step brothers and everything. But those are from his second marriage, in which they were already kids at that time. So basically, it was his second wife's children. But like I said, for me, only thing I'm looking at, up like this. To be honest, if I could, if I could raise, say, 1,000, I would be tickled pink, because, like I said, that would help out. Like I said, all I'm looking for is trying to help out for the cost of her have to go up there, have to have a hotel room for the night, food, and whatever other kind of expenses she's going to have. Oh. Yeah, Brandon, that's something that I have no idea what all's going to happen. Like I said, this all happened this morning because she called. I was at work, and all I know is that the lady in the office, she comes out and says, "My girlfriend's on the phone." I'm going, hold it. My cell phone's right here. Crystal didn't call me on that, and everything. Something's up. So I got to the office, and it's like, that's when she told me that her dad had passed away, and that was about 10:30 this morning. Bachi, like I said, I don't know. I mean, I'm telling y'all what I do know, and Crystal hasn't relayed all that kind of stuff on to me yet. I'm kind of out of the loop on it right now until I hear more from her. I mean, her daughter is supposed to be showing up um, where she's at right, Crystal's at right now, and like I said, Danny lives about 45 minutes away. Hey, Money, you said you used to live in Oklahoma. Okay,
Yes, sir, dude.
are you
Born and
familiar?
raised.
I was gonna say, are you familiar with Chickasha, Oklahoma?
Oh, yes. I got kinfolk there.
Okay, well, that's where he was living at. So basically, you got to get, the older brother and then her daughter that's living in Oklahoma City to basically come down.
Yeah, I mean, around there you got Chickasha, Choctaw, Tahlequah, Stillwell, uh, Sallisaw, Skokie. You're in that area is where you're at.
Right. I appreciate that, Bocce. I will definitely pass that along to her.
Juan, we're actually waiting on, they're in the process of putting fiber internet here in town. They've been doing it, and it's supposed to launch in January. And so come January, I will have much better internet. For now, I just got to get through the holidays.
Thank you,
All right,
Scott.
Mater, do you have Cash App?
No, but I do have PayPal.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, for something like this, I guess I could do a Cash App. I mean, what does it take to have that? Another Cash App, Venmo.
You just go to Cash App, put in a debit card connected to your bank, and it's pretty much set up, really.
Well, what's better, Cash App or
PayPal? You're going to get hit with a lot of fees all over the place. Cash App, there's not really no fees anywhere.
So that I can do right now. Shut up. Oh. Okay, so go to my Play Store and look for Cash App, right? There's Cash App. All right, that's getting installed.
All right, let me know when you have it done, because Crystal, I'm sending Mater some money. That way you don't have to worry about eating while you're up there. You didn't ask, and yes, you're going to accept it. There's no question. I'm not. You send it back. I'm going to say we're going to play back and forth because you're going to keep it.
Well, right now, I know she's got one of my mom's credit cards that we've already gotten paid off and everything.
Bocce, there is fees for the sender. There's fees both ways. If you send it friends and family, then PayPal will add fees to your card to send it. If you receive it, goods and services, then they take fees off. So it doesn't matter which way you go. Someone's getting hit with PayPal. A lot of us are starting to move away from PayPal. I have pretty much everything. Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, Google. I pretty much, you can watch it and I've got it, because of the business. I have to when I'm selling live. I've got everything. I mean, for crying out loud, I even got my signage over here, I've even got that thing, so I got everything, but so I'm going to send you everything that's in my Cash App for right now.
All right, let me find my pen I had up here. Oh, I know I had a pen. There it is. It's hiding over there.
And then after this weekend, I'm going to send you some more. And that's to help with gas because Lord knows that's not cheap for that truck.
No, I mean, now I will put it like this. I am surprised that I'm getting, believe it or not, 20 miles a gallon with that thing. So
Wow.
that's not bad for a big old 4-door,
Right.
Dodge truck with the Hemi, 5.7 Hemi.
Yeah, that's not too shabby. I mean,
No.
now I'm over here driving a Nissan Sentra now that's getting, 37 miles a gallon. But that's also a company car. Peace, posh, peace, posh. All right, so it's ready. Just let me know when.
Well, like I said,
I know you're down. It's gonna take a minute. Just let me know when you're ready. You got it done.
yeah, no, I gotta get this information here out.
I know we're getting some old guy having to do technology crap. We're gonna be here a minute.
Hey, money. Read. You know what that means, right?
I don't need your ring finger, but thanks.
That's
I
not.
always take
That's
the one.
not the same ring finger.
I always take the one to the left. Oh lordy. But yeah. Yeah, I encourage everybody to go over to Cash App. They don't hit you with fees for nothing. Sending money, receiving money. My evil laugh. My evil laugh.
Yeah, PayPal is running a lot of people off. Closing accounts, freezing accounts, I should say, for no reason. They won't even give you any information why, and they freeze your account for 6 months.
Okay, now they're wanting a cash tag. So my unique name for getting paid.
Oh yeah, it's going to be the $. You can use your first and last name. You can use Mater's Workshop. It's $. You can use Mater's Workshop, and they'll let you know. If it's available or not. If it's not, they'll give you suggestions. Like maybe it might come up Mater's Workshop with some numbers or something.
Yeah,
Or you can do your first and last name.
That would be.
It'll be $.
Easy for you.
Yeah,
But
it'll be $.
Don't put the comma to the top between the R and the S.
Yep, don't do that. And make it one. And then make Mater's Workshop one word.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it says letters and.
If you do a number, do like the year you and Crystal met, or the year you guys are, whatever your anniversary. Do 2 numbers. That's kind of what rule of thumb is.
I've got it in there.
Okay.
So it's Mater's Workshop, then capital M, and then everything else no apostrophe and no spacing.
Yeah, it makes it easy on people to send it to you.
Yep.
But you don't have to put the capital.
So
in.
it's you don't put the capital in. No.
Because they'll accept it either way. If somebody sends you money, if they type it all small lowercase letters, it'll go through.
All right, so it's just Workshop, right?
Yeah, it's Mater's, kind of like what Shaggy put on there, but without the 69.
All right, there you go. I just sent it to you. It's sending right now.
Okay.
And you sent it. All right, so you should get a ding here in just a few seconds. They'll give me an email here going, "You sent money." Yes, I know I did.
So how am I going to know?
You'll get a $sign notification through it. You'll also get, if you get it set up, every time someone sends you Cash App, you'll get an email on it too. So there's my email. You just sent. Yep. Yeah, I was going to say put that on your name. What your Cash App is. I can't type it for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
There it
you don't
is.
have to worry about the capital M at all. I didn't do a capital M. Now you might want to
Okay.
check your phone because it should be there.
Well, it shows you sent me something.
There you go. That's what I have in my Cash App for now.
Okay. That'll work. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
mean,
I figured that's why I
hey.
said I'll get her. That'll get her fed while she's up there.
Right. Well, I mean, it's on. She's got, like I say, she's got that. Unfortunately, she has no way of getting that right now. So,
Well, I know, but
That
right
will
now she's got the cards, but that'll help pay the cards for her
Right.
food and stuff.
right.
So
I appreciate that.
you're very welcome.
Like I said, it's not much, but like I said, it's I look at it like this. If it's raining, okay, one raindrop ain't gonna do hardly anything, but you get thousands, millions of them. That you're gonna have a flood. That's all there is to it. One leads to
Right.
another, and another, and another, and yeah. Hey, Gary, no problem. I totally understand. But like I said,
No, I didn't do that for anybody to feel guilty that they can or not. It's just I could, so I did.
right.
That's
And
all
like I
that
said, I
was.
appreciate it because, like I said, just tonight, just a hotel room for tonight, just a hotel room, $90.
Right. Yeah, that's no food. That's no drinks. That's just her in a room with a bed. That's it.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
not going down to McDonald's or Arby's or What's Buyer to get, which is going to be, $15, depending on where you're at,
Right.
where you're going.
Right.
You can't even go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac meal anymore for less than $12 after tax. Stupid.
Nope.
But,
Nope.
that's why I said
mean,
that'll
Oh yeah.
feed her.
I mean, you're lucky. Say if you can even go to like a Chicken Express and get like a number one meal. I mean, that would be with a drink and everything. That's still going to run you about $10. So almost anywhere you go, any fast food place, you're looking at about $10 for one person.
Right.
All right,
And,
Brandon.
so, it's one of those where, is there even such a thing anymore anywhere? Pick a restaurant, maybe one I don't have. Is there such a thing as a dollar menu anymore? Because if there is, we ain't got it. No, we ain't got it. Our McDonald's ain't got it. Our dollar menu is now $2 something.
Taco Bell, maybe.
I think they got one item.
Maybe.
Oh,
I mean,
guess what
know
I found out? I had to go to Tucson on Sunday. That was a trip by itself. And I had to go to Tucson. And lo and behold, and of course, when I'm down there, it's 1 o'clock in the damn morning. I found me a Whataburger.
Really?
How was I? Oh, you got in their car, and it's the son of a. Oh, I was cussing up.
And you weren't hungry?
What's so good?
Oh, I was hungry. It's just
But were they, like now? Could you go
they were
in and eat?
closed. No, they were closed.
Really? Really?
They closed. They closed down there at 11 o'clock. Matter than a damn. I was more pissed off than a damn long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Son of a bitch.
Well, I know the one that we have here. I know they're open 24/7. The one you and Miss Money met Crystal and I at, they're open 24/7.
Where am I getting meals for $10, Shaggy? It's called Subway. It's getting old quick.
Yep.
It's getting old.
Subway, yeah.
I get a 6-inch. I don't even get the chips. I get a 6-inch and a drink, and it's like $8 something. I'm like, for a 6-inch, what happened to the $5 foot long? They're like, how old are you? And I went, yeah, okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
That's a $5 foot long. Wasn't that long ago? 5, 6 years.
Hey.
Is that?
Money. Hey,
Hmm.
I somewhere around here, I still have my Whataburger coffee mug where I was supposed to get a refill for a nickel. Yeah,
I wonder if they would still allow that.
it had a lot. It didn't have an expiration date on it.
Ooh, grandfathered in on coffee. Grandfathered in
Yeah,
on coffee.
for a nickel. I mean, they were running promotion for that for a while. And the weird thing about it is now the first one I'd like to have gotten my hands on because it was actually a ceramic one, a nice white ceramic. But they sold it. They went through those real fast. So the next rounds were all plastic. But that's the one I've got.
I gotta start doing something I don't want to do. This is gonna suck.
But now I will put like this that right now, tonight, no, I'm not going to be doing the, trying to do the benefit or trying to raise the money.
Nope.
But like I said, right. I mean, probably do something maybe Friday night. I don't know.
Friday night, just so you know, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's why I'm getting ready to.
Right, I know.
Suck. All right.
What's up, Briggs?
Oh, just getting up for work.
Yeah.
Enough of work.
Yeah, it's too bad about her father, I see.
Yeah.
Can,
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Like
an
I said,
expert at it. I've been expert at this year.
and we'd actually just gone up and seen him last, on Thanksgiving Day.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was he sick? Was he sick with something?
No. I mean, he was, I guess decent health for someone in their mid 60s. But all I know is Crystal
He was
saying
young.
that he already had like a quadruple bypass heart surgery. So don't know if he had another one and no one was there at the time. But they say he'd been up moving around about 6:30 in the morning. And then Jason went to go check on him about 10 o'clock and found him in the recliner. Wasn't breathing. Hit the little panic button to have EMS and everybody come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope he had insurance.
Well, there was no life insurance.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It rains, it pours.
Yeah, and now he was in a assisted living facility. He does have a savings account. The only thing is Crystal doesn't know how much is in there.
Well, hopefully it's a little bit anyway.
Yeah, a little bit, no matter what, that's going to help.
Anything's gonna
But
help.
like I said, I've got the information inside for the that company that does the where you donate your body to science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he already said that he want to be cremated. So that's what they'll do.
All right. There's that.
That's nice, Shaggy.
Oh, shit.
What's
Yeah.
up, Ken?
What's going on, guys?
Not much.
I know I've said it in the chat and whatnot, but as close as person to person as we can, sorry to both you and Crystal for everything that's going on.
Right. I appreciate it. I mean, like I said, this was something that, was totally out, just totally out of left field. Not expecting it at all. I know, it was real close and real hard, for her. because I mean, when she showed up at work, because I'd taken the truck today to go to work, and I said, okay, come get the truck, get the key for it, leave me the caliber and everything. Because right now, the front end on that caliber, there's something that's still loose. Not 100% sure that it can make the trip up there safely. It possibly could, but going down the road, you can go down the road and all of a sudden you're in a straight line. All of a sudden, the whole car will jerk to the left, and you can feel it in the steering wheel too.
Yeah, it probably needs an alignment, a pitman arm, or
Well, I've already had the alignment done, and it didn't start doing it until after the alignment was done on it.
probably. It sounds to me like they adjusted up something like the pitman arm and then tightened it back up. I've seen that happen more than once.
Yeah, but it's got rack and pinion on it, so there's no pitman on it.
Hey, it could be a tie rod end. They adjusted and didn't tighten up because it's got those. Every car's got them.
Oh yeah.
It could be a loose strut. I've seen that too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what it is. I just gotta get in there and find out. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate it. That will help out. Like
Yeah,
I
I've
said,
been
you
there,
know,
done that.
right. So, I mean, to me, you know, if long as you only got like $5, that would even work. Even $1, it doesn't matter. Like I said, because like I said, with her going to have to make several trips up there, and like I said, with the price of gas the way it is, you know, if I can get my car, you know, if I can get that caliber back into the alignment shop to have them check it out, you know, I will. That way she can be able to use that going up there. I've also got to get the wiring harness on it for the passenger headlight, because for some reason the headlight won't stay operational and everything. So I got to get that fixed. That's a safety hazard.
So I was driving when the live started tonight, so I missed a little here and there. How long is Crystal going to be gone for?
That I don't know. Original plan was for her to go up and try and get some things done and then come back tomorrow, but she may be up there for an additional day. And Ken already checked, and I looked at how many points I had through Wyndham. I was at 29,000 and some odd points. In order to get a hotel room, it's 15,000 points.
So you were able to get one?
Well, I paid for one, you know, put it on my credit card, through my Wyndham credit card. Like I said, that was $90 right there. I do have enough credit available to where I can do one more, and that's going to be about it. Because I've been buying some things, you know, needing to use that credit card to get some things. That's why it's almost at the limit. I've been trying to get it all paid off. Renegade, it's a 2009 Dodge Caliber. Sorry, Bachi. I guess money doesn't realize that he's that noisy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When I get in packing mode, I just get it done real quick.
Yeah, you're just trying to get stuff done and whatnot.
Right.
You know.
But, you know, like I was saying, you know, earlier, it's like, you know, I'm not looking, you know, at getting, you know, $20,000. Like I said, I'd be tickled pink if I could get 1,000. And like I said, that's mainly because of, you know, the expenses that's going to come along for gas going up there. Because, like I said, we left here in Ennis and up there to just go up to see her daughter and we left there heading to go see her dad. That's 288 miles. And I think it's the 2.0. I know it's a 4-cylinder. But now, like I said, I did stop and fill the truck up. It was already half a tank, and it was like 14 gallons to fill it up. And I was going, for 288 miles at 14 gallons, that's right around 20 miles a gallon. So I'm going, that's not really all that bad, considering the fact Dodge is saying it's supposed to get 17. But like I said, that's all mostly highway on cruise control and running about 75 miles an hour. But like I said, I was happy having, 20 miles a gallon. And that's, big old, that's a half ton, 4-door truck with the 5.7 Hemi in it. Hey, Wooden Metal Garage. Hey, Fish. But, Chef Shade Tree, no problem. Like I said, if someone can't, they don't have the funds, to be able to send, that's fine. Yes, Bocce, I know. But like I said, it was $90 just for tonight's hotel room. And like I said, she's gonna have to go up there several times during the month, and probably have to go up there even next month and stay several times. So I mean, like I said, that's the only thing I'm looking at, just to try and raise some money to help cover expenses for her constantly going to have to be going up there, hotel room, gas, food, and whatnot that she's going to have.
Oh, it ain't cheap.
No, it's not.
So, I mean, I know today I went up taking the trike to work at lunchtime, and I had to put gas in it, and it was $3.47 a gallon.
Yeah, about right.
Yeah, but that's for
Absolutely.
super unleaded,
Oh,
which is what I have to run in.
that's about what it goes for down here, I think. What's gas?
Yeah, well, I know regular unleaded
How much is gas?
is lower, but it's fact is I'm supposed to be running that, super unleaded in it.
305.
It's $3 for this one.
Mater, check the private chat.
38 or something.
Oh, that went down a little bit.
A little
Well,
bit,
yeah, it's about $3 for regular, so I'm gonna say $3.30 here.
Oh,
Evening, William and Juan and Shaggy and Wood and Metal and anybody else I might have missed. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with the chat and think of some other stuff right now.
right. As far as that, okay.
Good idea.
I got
Illinois.
Cash App going right now. So basically, it's Mater's Workshop. There's no apostrophe, no space. It's $, Mater's Workshop. That's a Cash App that I'm using. I've been trying, what I've been using is Wyndham Hotel Chain. That's the one that I got my rewards and everything with, because I've got a Wyndham's credit card. I know that I know in Oklahoma, well, she told me, and we just stopped at one. I can't remember the name of it, but I know they got a whole bunch of different gas stations up there. I mean, there's all the major, ones even up there. QT, I know for sure. Because actually, we did stop at a QT on the way over, to go see her daughter. Money. What's the on was it On Q?
I'm sorry,
That's
what?
that big. Isn't it On Q? Is the big gas station chain up there in Oklahoma?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's On Q. Don't get me a line how to spell it.
Oh, I'm Cherokee.
Yeah.
I still can't spell it.
Yeah. But I think it's ON and a QUE. I think is the name of it. But like I said, all your major gas stations are up there. I mean, you're gonna have your, of course, your Exxon Mobil, Texaco, Chevron, and I don't mean the company that makes cobalt. That's Chevron. And of course, I know there's going to be little mom and pop gas stations. All your little independents.
Are there any like Shell gas stations up there?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah,
there's shells up there too.
Money. He would know more about it as far as some.
You got Shells. Texaco used to be really big. I don't know if they still are. I mean, Chevrons. Quick Trip used to be a big thing. I don't know if they kind of stopped up there.
I know.
Went to something different, but I know Shells were huge for a minute up there.
Right. Like I said,
There's a name I haven't heard in years.
What's that?
Shell or Texaco. We only had one Texaco station about 2 or 3 years ago. All I got here is Mobil, Sunoco, and Citgo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we got there. I know there's a Mobil up there. Now, whether or not there's any Valero, which I know Valero got bought out by, I think, Mobil, Exxon Mobil.
Yep, we got Valero up here. I forgot about that one. Not many, but there's a few.
Ooh. Yeah, like I said, you have the QT or Quick Trip up there. Yeah, you dropped something, money.
This is why I'm technically challenged. This is why I have missed money. Everybody says it's for her looks. Nope, it's for the technical.
No.
But the looks don't hurt.
Right. Looks don't hurt, but if I have a technical issue, she's my IT. Whenever I get new cameras, I get new microphones, I need OBS or something, I'm like, where's my IT? She's like, I'm on the way. Yeah. Like, you need to freaking seriously learn that. So I went, yeah, I'm seriously too old and not going to. So how about I'll learn all the coins and currency and you learn all the technical crap and we'll call it a day.
But, now I will say this. I will keep everybody, up to date on, what's going on.
She got any brothers or sisters?
She's got an older brother. He lives up in Oklahoma, and unfortunately, he has no mode of transportation except for airway, which is Are You Going My Way? She's got a younger brother, Jason, who happens to live in the same assisted living complex where her father was living at. And as a matter of fact, he's the one about 10 o'clock found him. And then she's got a younger sister that's living there also.
So they got enough family to help pitch in to pay for cremation.
Well, what I got to try and do, right, well, he wants to be cremated, But what I've got to do is I've got to find the paperwork for the company that does the where they pick the body up and they do their scientific research and everything, and then they will cremate the remains and send them back to you at no charge.
Every state does their own, so you want to get with the ones that do it in that state, because they are not federal. Some are, but you're going to want to get the ones that are the state ones because that's who I went with anyway.
Well, the weird thing about it is the one that I wound up going through, they were based out of Arizona.
Yeah, and we have 3 of them here, and they and it wouldn't surprise me if they actually shipped her dad to Phoenix because that's where my mother was.
I think that's where she wound up going, was Phoenix.
Yeah, we tried that with my father. Whatever all the diseases he had, we said we don't want his. There ain't nothing left of him to study.
Well,
all right.
Steven,
my mother didn't want it.
right now, like I said, her younger brother Jason and sister Amber are both in the assisted living facility, and it's all like 1 bedroom.
So basically, it's going to land all on Crystal's shoulders.
Right, and like I said, her older brother, I think it's David, he lives in Oklahoma City. Her daughter, Danny, lives in Oklahoma City, but she's going to college, so she's in a college dorm room. So that would leave that out. So basically, as far as, her having a place to stay and sleep at is basically going to be a hotel room. That's basically going to be her only option right now, unfortunately. All right, Shaggy.
Yeah.
Hey, William.
Sucks, but what do you do?
Yeah, I know. But like I said, that's why I decided today, because, Monday, Crystal and I were talking. She came in and said, hey, we're going to, do a giveaway on these 2, like the shawl, and I think there was a blanket. Now, instead of doing that, what I want to do is get them auctioned off to help for the expenses. You get a nice workout there, Money?
Yeah. That was only the pre-packing. That was just
Crystal's
stuff around
asking
here.
for the link later.
Okay.
That's not stuff that's in the closet or anything like that. I got to bring. That was just certain supplies and books and stuff that I
that will work, Pachi. I appreciate that.
I still got more inventory to grab. That was just what goes in that bin.
And see, that's something else. If someone has, hotel points where they can get a hotel room, all they got to do is get a hold of me. Hey, if they're going to have points where they can have a free night, hey, that would even be helpful.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't have to be, hey, sweetie.
Hi, guys. Yes, I look like total and complete hell, but you made it down today.
No, you look good. You look good considering. You look normal. Put it that way.
All right, I'll put you on big thing.
Sorry to hear about that, Miss Crystal.
Yep.
And he was up around 6:30 this morning, and then between then and 10 a.m. he passed away. He was sitting in his chair, and he just passed. They don't know why or anything. He's being held at a funeral home until I can get information and do what Dad and I had planned to do. I've been talking to my aunts, uncles, cousins, and I'm down here with two of my brothers, and another one is on his way down. He has my daughter, and she and I are going to stay at the hotel tonight. And my cousin is going to take us out to dinner tomorrow. So, but everyone's been reaching out, praying, and I thank you guys for doing this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
You're welcome.
me
I
and
just
Missy
wanted to
gonna
make sure you
figure-
eat while you're up there. That's why I sent that to Mater.
Me and Missy gonna figure out a way to get y'all some funds in the cash app. Try to get it off our.
I know
debit card.
every little thing helps right now, and I know it sucks. It's raw. It's real, and unfortunately, right now is when you're okay. It's tonight when you're alone is when. That's what I'm talking about. If you need, and if you don't want to wake him up, call me.
Well, I actually won't be alone. My daughter is going to share the room with me. So we'll probably be up most of the night talking.
Oh, then there you go.
Yeah.
And
Too.
yeah, and
What do you want?
tomorrow's going to be a fun one because we're at the point right now we're stuck until we get a death certificate, and we can't do anything. Tomorrow's going to be the fun one because I don't know how long we have to clean his apartment out, and he's got a chest of drawers, he's got tote boxes, he's got an extra fridge,
Didn't
bed.
I know. Now we know you got lots of family up there. Is there a possibility to where you're not rushed? It's just an idea. I know it's another expense. Rent a small storage for a couple of months. That way the family has time to go through it after the holidays and not having to do it by Christmas.
Right.
It's possible. I will talk to my youngest brother because he already has a storage unit, but it is full. So I will talk to him and see if we can get another one put in his name next to where he's at. And basically just take my truck and his truck and take it out there.
Like I
But
said,
right now,
I told Mater, if you need me in Texas, I'm not above driving. Me and Miss
yeah,
Money will be there. If you said you needed me tonight, we would be there tomorrow night.
and
Yeah.
I appreciate.
Yep.
You're welcome.
And how old did you say he was, sweetie? 'Cause I know his
Monday?
birthday. Yeah, Monday would have been
Monday.
his birthday.
He would have been 68.
68. Oh,
67 is too young. 67 is too young.
yeah, it is. And it's Missy's birthday today. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Happy birthday, Missy. I saw the post and then I got the phone call and I'm like, yeah, I've been on Facebook once today, and that was just to basically
I don't
clear
even have you
everything
on
out.
Facebook. I don't even have you on Facebook, I don't think. I'll have to find you.
I know I have Miss
I
Money.
got Mater.
Yeah.
Okay, well you can
Well,
find me
everybody's
either
got
through
Miss
him or through your wife.
Everybody's got Miss Money.
But yeah, I even had one of my ex-boyfriends call me and ask me how I was doing because he remembered my dad, and that was 20 years ago that we dated.
Well, that was sweet.
Is there any way that y'all can stay in your dad's apartment, you and your daughter, or they won't allow that?
I don't know if they would or not, but she would not want to stay in there because that was Pawpaw's space, and she wouldn't want to do that.
It's probably only a one bedroom too. One bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so.
And I've got to get
So there's
I've got to get
nobody
the bed
there
out of
in
there.
town. There's nobody there in town, family-wise, that you could stay with instead of the hotel to try to cut costs somewhere. Because
I
this
had
is an
an uncle-
emergency situation.
Yeah, I know. I had an uncle offer me a room, but he's not the funny uncle. He's just the uncle you're like, yeah, okay, thank you, bye bye. he's
Oh.
he's a good guy and everything, but I don't want to impose myself upon him because he and his wife had 4 kids. They raised, I think someone added up one time, it's like 17 of their nieces, nephews, and stuff. So
I
yeah,
was just curious.
he
I
would.
was trying to think about, helping you some way, somehow to cut costs because
Yeah.
gas alone is going to kill you and Mater, let alone
Right.
food, hotel. We're not even talking about, other expenses that people don't even normally talk about.
Yeah. Well, we have one thing done, so we don't have to worry about it. We just have to get a certificate to Social Security, and that's done and over with. But everything else is where we're at right now. It's clean out his apartment, get the information from Mater, and pretty much just lock it down. Because that's where we're at, is we just have to clean everything up and I don't even know how long the apartment's going to give us to do that. But
Where are they going? Oh, hang on.
do what?
I muted because everybody got in the room and got talking.
And by the way, sweetie, Lorna I sent message Lorna,
Okay.
and she reached out and said she's sorry to hear about that, and of course, Polar Bear Ed did the same thing.
Yeah.
And I've had several people through Matthew 7:7 do the same thing.
Stephen Doolittle, who's in chat, he caught me on Instagram, and I thank him for that. We're okay right now. We're maintaining. We're not, not the best, but could be a hell of a worse right now.
Yep.
The only thing that I have problem-wise is figuring out where my sister's going to live. Because Dad hadn't paid the rent for December because he pays it on the 3rd. And that's in 2 days.
Ooh, and how much is that?
350, 360.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's a portion of what he gets. It's a percentage because he's on a fixed income. And like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. They do have an area here that for like the kitchen table or his ice box, if we can put it and somebody can take it to their apartment, no questions asked.
Yeah, because Jason, he stays there in the same
with
apartment
John.
complex. Yeah.
He stays next door with my other brother, Johnny. So, but I just had to get out of the apartment for a little bit. I've been in there since 4:30. So I just come outside to see what's going on. You can take me off the big now.
All right.
Thank
you.
I
told Lauren I'd give you a big hug when you got back down.
When I get back home, yes.
Yeah. And that was something else that, yeah, but I was going to say that's something that we were talking about is, I'm getting feedback from somebody. I don't know who it was.
Briggs.
Yeah. But anyways, didn't know if you were going to stay up there just one night or if you're going to need to stay another night.
We're planning on one. It may be a second because my cousin taking us out to dinner. But if we stay a second, we would be leaving at dark 30 in the morning. Because Chris just informed me he has 3 tests he has to take on Friday.
Right. And Bocce put it in the chat. I don't know if you saw that or not, but she has Wyndham points and said that she'd get them to me. That way we'd have, enough points.
It would help.
Yeah, it would help. I mean, any amount of points would help.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything. Right now it's
That's exactly what Eleanor put in the private chat. Hey, wait, I got points there. You know?
Yep.
That's right.
Right.
first time I
And like
see you, Ken, I'm gonna give you a big hug, and next time I see Bocce, I'm gonna do the same thing. And I'll get Cajun and Missy whenever I see them, and Money too.
Yep.
Oh no, we don't want no nothing.
Just a hug.
Oh, a hug, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you guys have like more stuff kind of set in stone, like arrangements for funerals, stuff like that, definitely let us all know.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have I've been to a couple in Texas. They're the Celebration of Life. So I'm going to do one of those. Since I'm not having him embalmed and buried, I don't have a set time frame for that. If I was going to have him buried, I would have to do it within like 3 to 5 days. But since he wants to be cremated, it's just going to be we're just going to do that. Probably I'm going to shoot for after Christmas because yeah, it's a downer for the holidays that he's gone, but I have so many cousins and aunts, uncles, and stuff like that let them have their celebrations and then get together afterwards to celebrate life and I would need his ashes back for that anyway.
Yeah.
So, but
Right.
yeah.
Well, I don't see him on the chat or anything like that, but I got there's something from Shaggy. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Shaggy. And yeah, Shaggy was wanting to know what was your dad's name?
Sherman David Largent. And that's where my son got his middle name, is they're both David.
Yeah. But Bocce's, she says, get a hold of that living facility, the place he was staying at, the apartment complex.
Yeah.
And say, ask them how long you're going to have to get his stuff moved out.
Yeah, that's what we're doing in the morning because I didn't get into here until after 4:30, I believe, is when I sent you the message.
Right.
And they close the office at 4.
Okay.
So
yeah, I was kind of wondering when y'all were, when you were going to be up there, because I know
the traffic was horrendous, and then there was construction, so I got sent off in the middle of Dallas and then got back on, and I got stuck behind.
You didn't go the way I told you to go?
Yeah, it still took me off.
Damn.
Yeah. But I didn't mind because I saw the underside of the bridge and I was like, yeah, I don't want to cross that. Yeah, that bad. And then got into a construction zone, which it said 60 miles an hour. I had 5 semis pass me. Got through that, caught up with the last semi. Up there it goes down again. Got out of that and I hit 75 and I hauled out and beat them all.
Yep.
Took the exit through Maysville.
Hey, Jamie.
And it was all good. So from there on out, it was just make sure I dropped down to 25 so I didn't go through get a speed trap.
Right.
And
now, how much gas I was going to say, how much gas have you burned up in the truck going up there?
Half.
Okay. That's what I had. I had a feeling.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
No.
That's about 16 gallons.
Okay. And I don't know if it's the Brothers Grimm or the brother and the daughter. But I have a truck pulled in, but I don't know which one it is.
Okay.
My son and my youngest brother went off to do something for one of my brother's friends. And then about that time I called my brother, the other one, and my daughter, and they were about 5 miles out. and that was 10 minutes ago. So I'm just waiting to see who gets out of the truck.
Right.
Yeah.
And you say you know where that motel, that Super 8 is?
Oh yeah, it's right off the highway,
Okay.
and I'm here in town. I can take the side street to it, no problem.
Okay. Hopefully there's no problem where you can check in because I put on there.
Okay,
That-
it's the daughter, so y'all guys have fun. I'm gonna let you go. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
All right. Give me a call later.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you, William Small Engine. I appreciate that. Jamie, a little bit after 10 o'clock this morning, Crystal got the phone call that her father had passed away. And that's why you saw her. She's sitting in the truck. She's up in Oklahoma right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, no, it's Sherman David
Right.
Sargent. So, Jamie, what, money, he was the first one to say that, he's got some stuff that, for, fundraiser. So basically what I'm going to be doing is, trying to do a fundraiser because it was about 280 miles, from where we live up to where her father's at. So I got her a hotel room for the night. That was $90. I had to put on my credit card. So basically, I'm going to be trying to do a little fundraiser just to help out with expenses for her having to go up, to and from Oklahoma while having to deal with all this, for gas, for say hotel room, food, stuff like that, and dealing with possibly have to get a storage unit to put her dad's stuff in, and whatever else that might be needed, because I can guarantee you that this is something that will still be going on come January, even though this is only the first. What's up, Patrick? But like I said, yep, he was, like Crystal was saying, the fact is that, he was up moving around about 6:30, and then when Jason went to go check on him about 10 o'clock, he found him in his recliner, unresponsive and not breathing, and got a hold of EMS, and he said, nope, he's gone. Hey, Antonio. Hey, look, it's little Marky Mark. But, yeah, like I said, it's just the fact is that, Crystal, she's got my truck to go up there and everything. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. But, I do have Cash App going right now. So, I've already had, 3 people donate. That's not much. But, and like they say, every little bit helps. I'm going to put it back out there. So basically, that's the Cash App that I've got now. I've got set up. Yeah, Jamie, I'm PayPal also, but I think with what Money was saying is Cash App, they don't hit you up with all the fees and everything. I just don't. And like I said, I'll get in there, and I'll find that information on that company that donate the body to science and everything. That way, because like I said, he didn't have life insurance.
It must be a generational thing because my father didn't either. I tried for years to get him to buy it.
My grandparents don't either.
My mom, she's actually got it. Now, that's one thing I am glad. The fact is that both my parents had life insurance. And they'd already pre-bought burial plots, so don't have to worry about that. Antonio, it was Crystal's father. She got the news this morning about 10 o'clock our time. Yeah. So, but like I said, that's why, she was up on panel, but that's because she was sitting in the parking lot inside of my truck all the way up Chickasha, Oklahoma. Thank you, Antonio. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Oklahoma's it's like Pennsylvania. They got some crazy names as some of the towns.
Well, it's up there. I can understand, considering the fact it's all going to be, Indian, because that's Indian Nation up there. You got Choctaw, you got Chickasha, Chickasha.
I mean, they got a lot of crazy names. It's like Pennsylvania's got a town. They got a couple towns called Nudist, PA. That's one of them.
They got Intercourse, PA.
Yep, Intercourse, PA. Yep, I was gonna say that one too. Yep. I've been through it once. It's cool when you drive to town. Welcome to Intercourse, PA. I remember the first time I drove through that. I had my niece with me. She's about 10 years old. Why'd they name it Intercourse, PA? They lay around in the yard and have sex. I said, I don't know, before my time. I don't know what made them think of that. But
well, was it Hell, Montana?
What is it?
Hell, Montana, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And believe it or not, there was one day, I don't remember what year it was, but they did say hell finally froze over up there in Montana.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Well, she's lucky on one thing. They wanted to be cremated.
Yeah.
Because if he had a will saying he wanted to be buried, and don't think about that. Some people don't realize that. Like my father didn't actually want to be cremated; he wanted to be buried, but we didn't have the money for a coffin.
Well, I do know that Crystal's dad did say he told her that he wanted to be cremated. So, I'll be right back. It's time for me to go lean off the dock, and I get me a cup of coffee.
Yep. My father didn't want to be cremated. He actually had his coffin picked out, and it was, I told him, you probably won't get that. And he said, why? He says, he said, I got enough stuff here. You guys could sell it and pay for that coffin. The coffin he picked out was $35,000. I said, you ain't got $35,000 worth of stuff here. You might have $5,000 worth of stuff here. And I said, and we told him if something happened to you, and that was about 6 months before he died. He said, if you drop dead right now, you don't go to the funeral home and say, oh, we want this coffin, put him in the ground, but you're going to have to wait until we have a rummage sale. It don't work that way. Yeah, Antonio, that is kind of funny that they named the town that. But yeah, my niece was like 10 and she asked why they named that. She thought they laid around in the yards having sex. I don't know. I said, but it was. If you were in the front seat, I'm sure you would have been laughing your ass off too, the way she said it. I mean, it was just 10 years old, and I mean, she knew what the word meant. So I'm sure you would have been laughing too if your 10-year-old daughter or niece or whatever was in the front seat and asked why they named it that.
Doing good, Antonio. And I thought when I lost the combination to my Freedom launching safe today, I was having a bad day.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have been, Antonio.
What you eating good, Cajun?
Fried fish, catfish, fresh fish from the food market, and mamu, oysters, shrimp,
Yeah, that's ocean right here. That's fish. That's shrimp.
French fries, and hush puppies.
And that's the hush.
Sounds good.
You have to make like a bowl.
We had spaghetti for dinner.
Hey, I like spaghetti. Nothing wrong with that.
Me too.
But usually Wednesdays and Fridays are like during Lent. Wednesday and Fridays are seafood days.
Okay.
But any other time of the year, Fridays is more or less the seafood day. Sometimes we do them on Wednesdays too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my neighbor got our deer, came in and gave I just got out of work, tired as hell. Comes running down the street. Oh, I got you another one. Another what? He holds out a bag, another deer heart, deer liver.
Oh, there you go. Now, that's good stuff.
I put it in a pot for soak it in salt water. When I left, it was still in there. Just to keep it was bleeding. Tomorrow morning I'll get out of work and I'll put it on the stove and simmer it for an hour. Boil it and simmer it down for an hour or two before I cook it.
We ate fresh heart when we were up in the mountains the night of the harvest. Cooked it over an open fire. It was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. I know people. They say they think about eating a deer heart or a deer liver. They'll eat a deer heart, but they won't eat a deer liver. Said they taste almost the same. They really.
I'll eat the liver too. We just didn't have enough, I guess, storage space. We didn't have a way to keep it fresh.
Oh hell, I've done that. I went camping with my uncle a couple years ago, and I used to do that. I'd taken off. We'd camp out in the woods, and that'd be the first piece of meat we cut out of the deer was the heart and liver, and we'd cook them over the flame. I mean, it's nicer when you can do like I'm doing, soak it in salt water to stop the bleeding but it still tastes good the other way. But when we have
Hey Tampa.
What's going on, Adam?
it was nice to do.
Yeah. But like I said, I appreciate everybody that the look. Like I said, it wasn't much going into the cash app, but hey, every little bit helps, and like I said, that'll help out as far as the expenses so far, and for say the next time, and I'll have to see about getting it to her. Now for me, I would love to have gone with her for support and everything. I know she would, could definitely use it because when she showed up at work, I mean, she basically was, broke down in my arms and everything. But two main reasons is the fact is, I've got work. I have to, I could probably take off, but I don't know how easy that would be. And second, with my mom basically not having anybody here to watch her while we were gone, I couldn't handle that. That's why I didn't go on the trip last Friday. Adam, Crystal got the phone call this morning that her dad had passed away, and she's up in Oklahoma. So, yeah, that's why it's kind of a sad night. We're not talking about normal stuff we've got on here, but I do very much so appreciate support you guys are giving. I know Crystal really appreciates it, and everything. Let me.
Time to get this hell on the way.
Patrick, wish money was around that way he could tell you, but right now, I do have PayPal, I do have Cash App now. Money was saying Cash App would be the best on something like that, and I had no problem getting mine set up. The fact is, PayPal takes out so much money and everything, or they charge a fee. Let me.
Mater, PayPal is their fees. If somebody sends you a PayPal from their PayPal, friends and family, it doesn't cost anybody a penny, not a penny.
Right.
But if they send it to you, goods and services, you still got to wait 21 days for you to get your money.
Right.
Loose of it, because it's a transaction, a purchase of something.
Right.
So it's 21 days. But now, if I send y'all PayPal on a debit card, which me and Missy trying to figure out, because you have a PayPal card, right? Credit card?
I don't have a PayPal card. All I've got is a PayPal. I've got a PayPal account, and then I've got PayPal credit.
Okay, so they never sent you a card. You never wanted a card.
They never even offered. They never asked me or anything like that.
It's in there. Usually they do. It's kind of odd that you didn't see a notification about a card.
I've got PayPal too, and I didn't get
a card,
anything like that.
Cash App.
Right.
So, but you can use Cash App. You have that QRL or whatever, quirky, that code. I thought you had a PayPal card. But anyway, if I take my bank card, my debit card, and pay you in PayPal, it just costs me $1 or something. It's not that much,
Right.
And even though you do pay, somebody does do goods and services, it just costs them about 50 or 60 cents. It's not
Right.
much. I've got money in my PayPal right now that's holding. I
Right.
gotta wait 21 days for it.
Damn, Brandon, that sucks. Oh, Brandon, I do need to talk to you. I got a chance to see the picture of that mini bike. Remember I was telling you about the guy that approached me at church? and said he has one. His son had brought over, and unfortunately, he's the one that's passed away. We got a memory, service and everything this Saturday. But it's not a mini bike. Williams-Small engine, I do have it back up there. It's $ and it's Mater's workshop, no apostrophe and no space.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going wild that. I just third day this week, 3 trailers leaving our yard.
How do I pin it? Someone, does anybody know how I pin the Cash App thing at the top of the chat?
I don't.
Cajun, I didn't know if that was in settings. Let's see.
I think you type it. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think you type it in the chat yourself, and then you hit, and then you can pin it that way after you type it in. That would make sense. Kind of like you, but that's what I heard someone say once. I don't know. I've never done it, but it sounds right. You type in the chat and then you pin it yourself. Pin your own comment, in other words.
Okay, well that's what I'm.
You could do the same thing with your StreamYard link. I know some people do it that way too.
Right. I just didn't know where it would be at.
But I think that's how you do it. I'm not.
Or just click on it and show it along the bottom right here and leave it up.
What you want to do, Mater? Pin your comment to the top of your chat?
Yeah, well, pin the Cash App on there.
Yeah, a comment. Okay. Well, what you do, you just make a comment in the chat. Well, okay, you already did. Go to that,
Right.
Click on the 3 dots on the right of your comment where your Cash App is, $.
Yeah,
Mater.
but it's saying put myself in a timeout or block user.
Just the
Now, do I
last
have to-
comment where you put it in the
YouTube chat.
Hang on, I probably have to do that to the YouTube side, which I don't have up.
Yeah, you have to do that. on the
Mater
YouTube
in
side.
StreamYard, just click on it and to where it shows along the bottom of the screen, and then just leave it up so everybody can see it.
Okay.
Like that
Well,
right there. Find your comment or type it. Yep, there you go.
There you go. Okay, that'll work.
That's just the easiest way.
Yeah, I didn't think about doing
Oh,
that.
yeah, right there. Yep, there you go. This must be an oyster.
God, I hate these diesel generators.
Yeah.
Got diesel generator on our roof. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Brandon, what from the picture I looked at it, it looks like it's a small pit bike. Which I'm going, and looks like about the only thing it's going to need. I mean, it's got an engine, but doesn't have any tires on it. But they may be there. I don't know. All right, so see, that's what I did. I don't have YouTube up. I don't have the YouTube side up. So let me hang on. I'm going to get some feedback on this. I don't have you. There we go. Let me get the pop out chat going here.
Wow. I got 42,000 pounds with 3 different trailers. That's something you don't see. That's the first. This year's been heavier than hell compared to last year. Our peak season, I wouldn't even call it peak season. I call that was nothing.
Okay, so does I have it pinned up there? There we go. Okay. All right. Thank you. I learned something on that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, very funny, Brandon. Well, it takes a little pup to teach us something. But anyways, well, considering the fact that I've never done it, so like I said, there's a lot of things on a computer nowadays that, I see people doing it all the time. But like, hey, I got no idea because I've never done it.
Yeah, but he don't get it. Our generation really was the generation that we didn't get computers and start getting big until we were in our 30s.
Yeah. I mean, considering the fact that, like I said, my first computer that I wound up buying, I spent probably almost as much on that one as I did on this one, and that was in the mid to late 80s, something like that. And it was a 486 SX33, and it had 100 meg hard drive. Like I said, 100 meg.
I think I had that same computer.
But it only had but it had 4 megs of 30-pin SIM or RAM.
Yep. Your cell phone has more power now than that computer did.
I seen my boss, the glass company where I was working at, he showed me a 20 meg hard drive for a computer. That thing had to weigh almost 20 pounds.
My first computer was a Radio Shack TRS-80, whatever the hell it was called. Remember those?
Yeah.
That was my first computer.
My first one was a IBM PC Junior, which all it was a glorified typewriter. Because
thank you, Mark. That will help.
Thing didn't have hardly no memory.
Yep.
And then, that was when you had to put in your DOS disk. These were the true floppy disks. You could bend them. The 4 or 5 inch, whatever.
That was
you're talking
about the 5 1/4? Yeah, that's a 5 1/4.
Yeah. PC Junior, which glorified typewriter. It's all it was good for.
No, it's like the Commodore 64. That was nothing but a glorified typewriter.
And you put in your DOS, then you put in your program that you wanted to run. And if you wanted to go to another program, then you had to take that disk out, put another program disk in. And it was, I had one for rafters, all the measurements and stuff, and it was twice that little and it wasn't much. It was just for sheds and stuff. It gave you all the truss measurements and all that. That computer couldn't even handle that program. It was so small. And it was in kilobytes instead of megabytes back then.
Yep.
That was a lot. Yep.
Dang.
And the original internet that you had to have two telephone lines for if you wanted to get a phone call.
Yeah.
And you had to have a dial-up modem.
Phone line for your modem, and then your house phone. Yeah.
Oh, I hated that.
You could use your house phone and everything, but the only problem is at that time, it was either you're on your house phone talking, or it was dedicated for the modem.
Right.
You couldn't do either one.
Yeah, right. If you had a call come in, you didn't even know it.
And you were using, it was always, everything was a dial-up. And I know at that time, I think the computer I had, I think it had a 14.4, either 14.4 or 28.8 modem.
Oh. I remember the old dial-up. I had one, and my father and mother had to stay at my house because their house was getting remodeled because of a fire on the second floor. Me and him had a few choice words. I was actually I was on call, and I got in trouble a couple times because they couldn't get a hold of me. I had to, said, you gotta stop playing with that damn computer so much.
Hey, Brandon, does it have a dead tree outside? There's your plumbing.
Johnny's dad and Mr. Frank, they had dial-up, and Mr. Frank would get on the computer, and when he got used to it, and he would, get on there, and then 1 month he got a phone bill for all them dial-up connections and all that. His dad said, "Johnny, who you been calling?" Because all it had was a number. He said, "Who you been calling this same number all the time, man? A bill's $300. Johnny said, "Daddy, that's not me. That's you getting on that computer and that's dial-up. Every time you get on that computer and log in like that, use it, you're gonna get that. That's what made your bill so high. That's not me." He said, turning that off.
Yeah,
I remember all the bulletin boards, all the different ones. You actually had to have someone's phone number to dial, and it would actually go into their computer. And the thing about it is, you were the only one in there at the time. You couldn't be, doing anything else. No one else could see what you put in there.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of problem they had with the original internet. You could hack into someone's phone internet real easy back then.
Yeah. And of course, then I remember they came out with America Online. And that was the actual beginning of the World Wide Web and everything.
Yep. They used to, and today you can get on a cell phone and do a live stream.
Yeah.
Who would ever thought, 20 years ago you would have been able to do that?
I mean, if you think about it, on cell phones today, you can do a lot more on a cell phone than you could 30 years ago.
30 years ago, even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 years ago, it was about 10 years ago that what we call be able to have unlimited YouTube came into being. Because at one time you didn't have it like you do now.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I got your favorite thing coming down, Maynard.
What's
I got
that?
Frost.
Snow?
Oh yeah, we got Frosty the Snowman coming.
You can keep him up there. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, come on. It's fun.
No.
Hey, I was on Ken's live stream. Cage was on there, I think, and I was going like 25, 45 miles an hour down the highway.
Yeah, I think you were doing about 40 at that time when you started getting into the snow and stuff. You were doing about 40. I remember that.
Hey, people are passing me like, "Oh yeah, you're going too slow." It's like, okay.
I remember that. What? You said, "Go ahead and pass me, fool. Go ahead." Yeah, you getting a wreck on this snow and all that. I'm not. And then,
Brandon, that's a good size shop.
Then your boss chewed you out, or somebody chewed you out because you was an hour or something late, 2 hours late or something. And hey, I ain't getting myself killed.
Hey, I'll stop. I will stop that truck dead in its tracks and park on the side of the road, which I've done before I wreck myself.
Hey, Brandon, if you get that one, you're going to have to fix a lot of small engines.
It ain't worth dying for.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I seen where you put a 20 by 40.
Yeah, he said it's a 20 by 40, 2 bays, but he says
I saw that.
The one next door to it's 5 bays, office and plumbing, but $1,400 a month.
Whoa. Oh, that's the one next door. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll have to, if he does that, if he rents a bay like that, he should invest in a lift and start doing oil changes for cars.
Yep.
I would. Or you could make a deal, y'all. Bring your own oil, $25, or I spend, you know.
There you go. There you go, Brandon. You got Jamie to partner up with to get in on that.
I did that. One year when I was on unemployment, I put an ad on Marketplace: driveway sealing and oil changes at your house. Oh my God, I made so much money that summer. I was doing like 4 driveways a day and like 10 oil changes. You know how many people would pay? I mean, one guy said, how much will I do an oil change? I said, you buy the oil and filter, $50. And it was actually cheaper for them to go to a quick lube or something. But to be able to sit there and watch them and change oil to make sure it's done right, it was worth it, they said.
Yeah. William, Money was saying that the $100 bill, that particular one that I've got, was probably gonna right around $1,300. Now I'll put it like this: I know for a fact Crystal would kill me if I got rid of that $100 bill, just because of what's going on with her dad right now. That I guarantee you, she'd be going, not no, but hell no, you ain't getting rid of it. You're not selling it.
I don't blame Crystal for thinking like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. That's just me, thinking like what she would probably say, and she'd probably agree. Yeah, I definitely would be a fool if I wound up selling it. But that $100 bill I've got, that's basically a retirement savings for me and everything. Oh, Brandon, I like what Jamie's saying. Sign a waiver and bring their own parts. Yeah, kind of like what that guy in the movie Christine did. It's like at that junkyard and everything, just rent out places where they can come and, just charge them where they can, bring the car and get it fixed.
Yeah, Johnny was saying just now to me, he says, you know what Mavis is? I'm like, yeah, Larry's old tire shop. They do mechanic work there too. It's not just a tire shop, it's a mechanic shop. If you bring your own parts, car parts or whatever, they go up on the labor rate. Yep. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of shops that do that.
That's not bad, Brandon, except for no plumbing.
Yeah, no doubt, huh?
I mean, $465 a month. Yeah, William. Yeah, I know that, but like I said, Crystal would probably, if I was to do something like that, I know her. She'd probably want to kill me for thinking that way. She'd be wanting to probably kill you for mentioning it.
Nah, you don't sell stuff. I learned that the hard way. You don't sell stuff for something like that. I mean, I was out of work for 2 years once when I had a problem, issues. I sold stuff that I knew I could replace. Right. Stuff like that that's hard to replace. It's like
yeah, it's like how often am I going to find a $100 bill that's a star note with serial number 192?
Well, it's not just that. It's not just that. You don't want to. It's not just that. It's like me. It's like my Volkswagen. That Volkswagen convertible I've got out there. I've had that thing over 30 years.
Right.
Bought brand new in 1988. Everyone, but that's the first thing my parents said. Oh, sell that. They needed a clutch at the time. They needed a top. And most I get out was what, $1,000 if I was lucky. Yeah. I said that money be gone in a month.
William, like I said, right now I've got the paperwork inside, and gonna be finding there's It's a company that basically where you donate. Damn, Briggs, you're noisy on that air. But basically, we're donate the body to science up there, and they don't charge anything for picking the body up, taking it to where they need to do the research, and they will cremate the remains and send them back to you all at no charge. That's what I wound up doing with my first wife because I had no life insurance at all for her. And I never got charged a penny for any of that. I mean, they sent someone to the nursing home, basically sent the mortician out, picked her up, took her wherever, they needed her to go. And basically, like what Money was saying earlier, which I see is finally back, out to Phoenix, did what they needed, and then did everything. And if I'm not mistaken, it was just over a week. A little bit over a week later, I got the cremated remains back.
Yeah, my mother took, I think, 2.5 weeks.
Now, is he an organ donor?
That I don't know. Unfortunately, Crystal's not here.
Well, if he's an organ donor, if he's an organ donor, they get the hospital gets first dibs. I mean, but unless there's nothing they can use,
Right, but like I said, that I can't answer that because that's something that I don't know. I don't even know if Crystal.
Actually, no. What am I thinking? If he died at home, everything died at the same time. There ain't nothing they can use really. You almost have to die in the hospital because, like, I know my father. They were able to harvest parts off of him because he died at the hospital, and they disconnected from machine, ran him down, and started cutting him up. We had like 20 minutes of goodbye before they started chopping him open.
Yeah. Well, what happened for me on my first wife is that, she was several years older than me, okay? And she wound up having several small strokes where she was bedridden for the last 16 months of her life, okay?
That sucks.
Yeah, and I had her at the house, I was taking care of her, and then all of a sudden, she was getting more sick and wasn't taking her to the doctor and everything. And the doctor was saying one thing, he said, you take her to the hospital. I did. And come to find out she had, he was saying appendix, but come to find out she needed basically gallbladder surgery. So the hospital, they want to agree into it, but the only thing is, with the way Baylor was set up, is that if you didn't have the funds to have anything done, the employees they basically have a certain amount of money out of their paychecks taken out, go to account to help out people who are financially unable to have stuff like that. Yes, Money?
I was waving hi to William and 710.
Okay.
Take care, Money.
William said it cost him $5,000 to have his father cremated, or mother, whatever. That seems high to me. I paid $2,000 for my father.
But for me, like I said, she had to have gallbladder surgery. So the employees at Baylor, they basically put their money into the fund to help out people who are financially unable to do that. Okay, well, let's see. Money left. I know he might have had his.
Post link. I gotta go ABR. I'll be right back.
Okay. But anyways, they did the gallbladder surgery and everything, but in order for them to do it, she had to stay in a nursing home. And I was driving all the way up to Dallas every single day to spend time with her. I'll get the link back out. But anyways, got her back home, and she ended up having another stroke. Got her back to the hospital, and she had to go back into a nursing home. And about a month later, that's when she wound up passing away. It's just her health diminished. I mean, she, her she needed blood pressure medicine. She was diabetic, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But like I said, that's when I found out about, to donate the body to science.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that question. Didn't you say earlier, or in the your earlier live stream, I think, that his body was donated to science?
That's the information that I'm trying to find out. That way I can get it to Crystal and everything.
Okay.
And that's matter of fact, that's what I'm looking for right now.
I think it was like $3,800 for Missy to bury her husband 12 years ago, 11 years ago.
Right.
That's normal funeral home, normal coffin, nothing fancy.
It's gotten a little bit more, especially with COVID and stuff like that. The protocols have changed, and it takes a little bit while longer.
Right. Well, I mean, I found a number. It's for MedCure. This is one of them. Let's see. Whoops. It's not what I wanted. Oh, hang on a minute. Donate body to Science, Oklahoma. Come on, phone.
It's a big six. Oh, talk nice guy to see me.
Donate body to Science, Oklahoma.
There you go. That'd be a job I wouldn't want. That'd be a job I wouldn't want to do. Someone said, a buddy of mine said, being like a mortician or something, cutting open. I said, "Do you deer hunt?" Yeah, there ain't much difference, They got heart, liver, and it's human. Just you can do that. You can be a mortician.
Wow, Stephen, $3,500 to cremate. Wow,
that just seems high.
Man. That's in New York.
Yeah, upstate. Yeah. My buddy, I was telling Johnny earlier, my buddy Robert Wofford, his father-in-law, $150 to cremate him. No funeral, no more at the funeral home, no nothing.
Yeah, but that had to have been with the urn too. See, because the actual cremation was, my father's actual cremation was only about $1,700. Then you had the tag. Then we found an urn. His urn, you guys saw his urn. His urn was with bookends, was books, plastic books, and that suited my father because he was definitely a book man. He read. I got all his books. You wouldn't believe how many books I got in my house. Stacks and stacks and stacks of books. And he
well-educated, well-read man. Then.
Oh yeah, he read anything from horror stories to science to mechanical, you name it. Then he finally got a Kindle.
Was it okay, Briggs? Your dad, was it him that wanted his ashes spread out over in the river or something, or?
No, he wanted. It was my brother wanted him. My father didn't want to get cremated, but I wasn't going to go into debt for him.
Okay, well, there's somebody else I'm thinking of then. I forget who it was.
My brother wanted his ashes spread over the river.
No, I'm thinking of somebody else.
Smile, Jamie. We can see you.
Oh, there you are.
Yep. For William, okay, with StreamYard, the way it works, you can go through it for free. You can have, I think, up to 6 people in panel, but you're limited to 20 hours a month, and that's not from the first to the end. It depends upon when you sign up. So, say you sign up on the 14th, then it's going to go like from the 14th to the 13th. So you've got, that's when, you know, your day starts like on the 14th, runs through the rest of that month and through about the middle of the next month. For me, I wound up, I did pay for StreamYard where I can have up to 10 people on mine. But, I mean, I had the extra money at the time, and it's something I discussed with Crystal, and it was like $20 a month. Which I know that will be coming up next year to renew.
Yeah. So you paid by the year.
I paid for a full year to have it where it was cheaper.
Right. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't do that because, I don't know, maybe 8 months after I got on StreamYard, I got the $10 or a year, maybe more. I got the $10 a month deal.
Right. That's what I heard a lot of people were
and
getting.
I paid per $10 per month. I paid by the month, not ahead of time. I don't pay a full year. I just pay it every month. They automatically take it out my account, and it's $10 a month.
Right. StreamYard sent me a link for $10 a month.
I got lucky on that deal.
I wish they would do something like that for me.
I had to turn my volume up.
Sometimes they have a 4-day or 5-day deal, and they kind of quiet about it, you know. And actually, Rich Cali 21 is the one that told me about it. I think it was Rich Cali because I was on his stream one night, and I think it was him that told me, or somebody else. And I looked into it. I got into my account billing on my StreamYard, and sure enough, there it was. And I clicked on that option. Boom! I'm like, wow, because I was paying $25 a month. You have to pay $25 a month if you don't pay the whole year in advance.
710. He's saying they're offering a $10 a month deal for the next couple of days.
Wow.
Well, hey, you
so
you can sign up later. You can sign up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can sign up. What they'll do, they'll just give you the credit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that because that'd definitely be a lot cheaper.
Wow.
That saved me some money.
So StreamYard's doing that now for $10 a month. But
yeah, I even got an email. If they want you can sign up for it, and at the end of the email says if you've already prepaid for a year, you can sign up, and at the end of the year, pay $10 after that. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one hell of a deal. I gotta let Big T know because he told me if I hear about it, let me know ASAP. Okay. So, in fact, I'm gonna call him. Call him here in a minute. Let me find my cell phone.
I can't believe how much we've gotten this year, and because see, we're still hauling medical supplies still because of the big C, and so there's packages, there's everything. I know. Last year, a lot this year, but the year before we called that the year of the tire. Because I bet you I had so many tires in those trailers, they'd open up those trailer doors and you saw all these damn trailers, all these car tires. It's like we call that the Christmas of tires. Because, you know, people didn't have money to buy regular Christmas gifts, so they must have been buying tires for themselves and family member because I never saw so many tires come through that terminal. And those guys were, every day, one guy had a complete truckload of tires and nothing else. He said, he gets paid by the number of packages, but it was great because every one of those tires went to Firestone or Goodyear. It went to 2 tire places, Firestone and Goodyear. So he got in the truck, drove a bunch of the tires to Firestone, a bunch of them to Goodyear, went home, still got paid for a full day's work. And it took him like 20 minutes to get rid of the loads.
Get paid for the standard, not the time.
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm looking at what they've got, and I don't see where they're showing to have the
Well, I
basic.
can't show you
is
my
no free.
email, but I got a regular StreamYard, and they sent me that link, and I've only done one stream ever, and it ain't worth it for me doing it. But yep, they actually had that on there.
Because I know the next one up is professional, but that goes like $39 a month.
It's like I'm gonna do a live stream this week at this Saturday at the Crystal Corning's Christmas themed show they got every year.
So what's
Yeah, I
up?
remember you talking about. I'll have to see about doing that.
I don't know. Maybe they're
Oh,
only
yeah.
doing it to select people. Maybe they did it to me because I've never been on stream much, and they're trying to entice me to do it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
You know, because a lot of companies do that stuff. I mean, it's like if you bought a car, I guarantee you, like the guy that I know that buys, his father still does it. Every 2 years, he goes down to our local Chevy dealer and buys a brand new pickup truck, trades in his old one and pays cash. And you know, they give him a huge deal because of that. They ain't gonna give you or me that same deal.
Yep.
Which I don't care because I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna pay $30,000 for a vehicle and 2 years later trade it in and pay another $5,000. I mean, it's like $5,000. I think he told me once he has to come up with every 2 years. It's about $2,500 a year because his vehicle holds the value that much. But you know something? Why would I want to do that? If you can pay cash for a vehicle, just buy it, drive it till it's dead.
I would. All right, Jamie, you said you don't have the Cash App or PayPal?
I have PayPal. I don't have Cash App.
I've got PayPal, and of course now with money since he's popped out, I've got the Cash App. Basically, it's you can look for me as far as my name and everything on PayPal.
Let me.
Hey, and there's something else people could do. They could actually go pay for a room at the motel she's at, if they wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
They could. They don't need Cash App or nothing. They could call the motel, give their information right over the phone, and pay for it right over the phone or over the internet.
Yep. That's something else someone could do if they wanted to is get the room reserved. Pay for that.
Because she's going to be there more than 2 days. I'll tell you that right now. That's going to take at least 3 or I bet she ain't going to be able to leave there until at least Friday or Saturday. I mean, I'm just speaking from experience.
I know, but she said, hey, Briggs, but like she was saying, the fact is that her son Chris is with her, but he's got basically mandatory school work to get done. Plus, he's supposed to be back at work at Walmart, and she was saying that Walmart don't care if you're in the hospital. And in other words, if you're in the hospital and everything, and you're supposed to work, you can get fired. Which I know sucks. It's a bunch of bullshit.
I wouldn't work for a place like that.
Well, that's where he's working at right now. He's cashier and everything. But like I said, to me, I know to me it's total bullshit. I don't care about the French right now. I don't really care on that. I know I try to keep my channel clean. But like I said, that's just the way I feel as far as with Walmart. But you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
she'll probably
that's bullshit. That
right. All right, Patrick. That'll work. Like I said, you know, it's Cash App, which I've got pinned up there. It's in the on the chat and everything. So got that.
I said something.
Um,
I ain't got nobody to send. I emptied my account. I had 2 deaths in less than 3 months. I broke. I'm not lying.
right.
I got a savings account, but I can't even tap into that. But I just ain't got it. You guys all know I just buried 2 of my parents.
Right.
Hey, man,
I know what it's like.
The chat. I gotta run.
All right. Well, I appreciate you being here, and it's late right now, so
I'll be talking with you in the next day or two, especially Friday.
All right, that'll work.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, take it easy, Ken.
Believe it or not, Maynard, if you I got a bank loan for my parents. They actually gave me a cheap rate because of what it's for.
All right, Mater, check the PayPal.
Okay, now that's my name. So if anybody, if they don't have Cash App, look for me. And I don't know who's got feedback. But all I know is if you got PayPal, there you go.
I just sent you. Yeah, I hear feedback too. I just sent you the PayPal.
Okay, that'll work.
You're probably getting a very little bit from Cajun because he's talking.
All right, thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. I know, like I said, I know it's not much, but hey, like I said, every little bit is going to help with the expenses that is fixing to be coming up.
You're just lucky someone will take his body. Well, you don't know yet, but hopefully they will.
Well, like I said, I'm going to be looking in on that and everything, and getting that information to Crystal. That way she can contact them.
You know what the worst part is? Did he get Social Security already?
Yeah, she was getting Social Security, or he was getting Social Security.
No, I know that, but you get it this month.
That I don't know.
Because if they already deposit, if he had died like on the 6th and he got it on the 5th, she wouldn't have to send it back. But if being that it's before the date they actually got it, she's got to send it back.
Right, I know.
And then whoever the executor is, if he has to pay income tax at the end of the year, the executor is responsible for that.
I know.
And being he was on Social Security, he shouldn't have to owe anything.
Yeah, he was, like I said, on Social Security. He was also, like I said, at a assisted living facility, which looks basically a 1-bedroom apartment and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it was small.
It sounds like what my family had. Yeah, it sounds like what my grandmother had. You walked into her apartment, to the left, closet, a pretty big, it was actually a nice double closet. Walked through, there was her living room. To the right and left, and then to the left, there was another left. There was a gallery kitchen and a tiny bedroom, and that was it with the bathroom off of that. I think it was like 300 square foot, if that.
Right. So what are you doing tonight, Antonio? Because I know it's still early out there where you are.
I'm not really doing anything.
It's like 7 in Arizona.
No, it's not.
Or it's not?
8:16.
Oh, you're only an hour behind?
That's right. Daylight savings time doesn't affect Arizona. Forgot about that.
Oh.
It does affect Arizona. It just only affects one portion of Arizona, and I'm about 6 to 1,000 miles from it. 600 to 1,000.
Ah. Okay, so you're on this side. You're on the eastern side of the time zone, then.
That's
No,
weird how that does that.
it's the top right of the state that by New Mexico that has that,
Okay.
and it's technically a portion of an Indian reservation that technically still uses it.
Because I know that New Mexico is mountain time. I thought Arizona, basically Arizona and everything over there was on Western.
You mean Pacific time?
Yeah, Pacific time.
There's no such thing as Western time.
Okay, Pacific.
No,
That's Western.
California is Pacific time. Arizona is Arizona time, which is mountain time.
Okay.
I'll be out in Arizona late January. Well, I'm leaving around the 10th or 12th of January to head out there.
Yeah, I remember you in your live stream. You said you were going to go to Tucson.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like 140 miles from Tucson.
That's not too bad. Compared to what I'm going to be doing, driving. I got a whole east, north, Midwest trip to do still.
Oh.
So I got to go to Destin to Pennsylvania, all through the Midwest. Going to stop in the Ozarks in Missouri and then head home.
Oh, you're going to Pennsylvania, Kentucky?
Yeah. So hopefully I'll run into snow.
Sure you will. They've had more snow down there already than we have, but not much. Like right now, I've got 37 degrees, but yet by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it was up to almost 60 here. It was crazy. And like in our dollies outside, I leave water or Gatorade or soda inside the little basket inside the dolly, and I had a couple guys, they go over there and help themselves and steal stuff, and I had it in a bag. They don't do that anymore. They don't know what they're going to get. Like one time, I put a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and I left a bottle of rubbing alcohol in there instead of water. Next time I filled one full of a Gatorade bottle full of piss and then glued it shut. I watched a guy open that bottle and start drinking, and he spit it out about 10 feet. And I said, "How'd that taste?" And I watched him do it, and he says, "What the hell was that?" Piss. What the hell you leaving piss in that thing there? Well, what the hell you screwing with other people's shit?
That is funny.
The rubbing alcohol was the best. Because they put that in their mouth. They put that in their mouth. They was like, oh yeah. They spit that one guy. One guy had just eaten dinner and he barfed all over the ground. It made him upchuck his entire dinner. And he ended up going home. My boss said, "Why the hell did you do that?" I told you, if I put stuff in that cradle, it'll be cold. I do that, especially this time of year. Why? I don't need a refrigerator or cooler. I leave it there. I go, and it's my dolly, my truck. They don't need to be screwing with my stuff. So, that guy lost a day's pay because he had to go home. He got sicker than a dog. He swallowed the rubbing alcohol. Won't kill him, but boy, oh boy, he'll think twice, won't he?
And 710, Mater is actually, that's my road name to the motorcycle ministry. That's how I came up with the name.
I'm gonna douse the Jeep with used motor oil. Well, not used motor oil, but ATF and acetone to keep whatever crap that I run into during my travels.
James, just go get some fluid film. That'll do more than anything you could use motor oil. Fluid film you can get in a gallon jug. You hook it. You can buy a spray gun if you wanted to. The kit is like $100 for a gallon of it, like 150 for the spray gun and the fluid film. You could fluid film the entire undercarriage of that Jeep, and it would stop any rust from coming.
When I used to live in PA, what I did, I put a acetone and transmission fluid in a garden sprayer and did it.
Yeah, this thing is fluid film is twice as good. It will not wear off. You can look it up. There's videos online. You can buy a kit where you drill holes in your rocker panel and you get the plugs. You fill your rocker panels with it. You fill everything. It's the best stuff out there.
Eric O from South Main Auto uses that crap by like the 50-gallon containers.
Yeah. I mean, he's the one to turn me on from it. I'm literally a half-hour drive from his shop.
Yep.
That acetone and that it ain't good for your brake lines. It ain't good for it can damage your electrical if you get too much on. Fluid film won't do nothing but burn off the exhaust, and it stinks for about a day or two, and it's gone. The smell. It's
I have to see where I can get it around me.
You get it right online. You can get most places, but I mean, look it up online. Amazon sells it like a kit and all for like 150 for the gun.
You can get it from any Napa.
Yeah.
Jamie, what are you trying to do? What, just trying to keep dirt and debris off the undercarriage of the Jeep?
Rust. I'm gonna do what I used to do when I lived in PA, and then save all the metal crap from under my vehicles when I travel through there. Because my Willys is still
yes,
intact.
it did work.
I kept the frame pretty well intact with the Willys all those years, and my square body frame is in good condition. My CJ7's in good condition from it.
My truck
for 20 years.
I got the most common truck in the planet that Toyota made for rusting out, and that's my G100. And only thing of rust on that, and that's because that's normal on those, no matter what you do to them.
Oh, Shaggy, appreciate it.
Below drawer arms.
All right, well, guys, it's going on 9:30 my time. And like I said, I've got long days at work right now. Only after 3 days, I've already got in almost 27 hours at work, and I've still got 2 more days to go. So I don't know how much rest I'm going to get tonight because worrying about Crystal and everything. I still need to talk to her and got to make a couple other phone calls. But, I appreciate you guys being here, showing support. And for the donations to the Cash App, they will be on the Cash App and the one PayPal. That will all go towards, the expenses that Crystal is having to go through right now, dealing with up there. And Bocce, I'll be giving you a call here in a few minutes once I get this shut down and inside. That way I can discuss with you on the Wyndham points, if that's okay. But like I said, I appreciate it. I'm thinking, I guess I'll have to get with money. I don't know if Cajun's got anything, or 710, or for a donation as far as, auction off to help, raise the funds.
I'm just going to send you some money.
Okay. but probably wind up doing something like that Friday after I get off work and get home. Don't know what time, like I said, because Friday. Like I said, with everything that's going on, it's all hectic. I mean,
I can donate something too if money wants to do an auction. Oh, I can donate something to the auction. Yeah, sure. Some
Right.
silver coins. Yeah, I can do
Right.
that too. Plus some money. Yeah.
Right. But like I said, he's got stuff that he'd be willing to have for benefit stuff and everything to raise money and everything. I'm going, that will work. Like I said, probably see about doing that Friday because, like I said, this was all something that's totally unexpected.
It
And
always is.
yeah, I mean, I've got one benefit coming up Sunday, and that's for I know y'all heard me mention it for the guy that I think it was last month. He wanted buying one of the raffle tickets for one of the shotguns that we were giving away or raffling off. At his birthday, and bought it on his birthday. Won the shotgun on Sunday, and then Wednesday, when it was 32 years old in 5 days, passed away of a heart attack. So we're having the benefit for him Sunday, and then the lady that Crystal knows at church, her husband's memorial service and everything, that's this Saturday. So I've got Saturday and Sunday to deal with, and then the following Saturday, excuse me, I've got the Matthew 7:7 Christmas party, and then Sunday afternoon we've got the toy run to go on. So I've got to buy toys for that.
You got a crap ton of stuff going on.
I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on, and now this hits, and not only have I got all that kind of stuff, I've got Christmas gifts to buy not only for my mom, I've got to get something for Crystal, I got something for Chris to get and everything. Plus, I've got my regular bills that I have to deal with, including one bill I totally forgot about last month, and they're hounding me right now to get it paid, and that's my internet. I totally forgot about, somehow did not remember to pay my internet bill. So I got to get that paid. Otherwise, I can't do any streaming with the computer. Yeah.
Oops. I mean, you get so busy, it happens.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, with everything that's going on, appreciate that, Jehu. Like I said, we're going to be doing, trying to raise some, I'm going to be doing, fundraising, trying to help out with the expenses because Crystal has to drive all the way from here all the way up to Oklahoma to where her father, was at and everything. Like I said, that's like 280 miles one way.
About 5 hours.
Yeah, about 4. Well, it took her about 4.5 hours to get up there with all the road work and everything that was going on. Plus, like I said, Jehu, I got her a hotel room for the night, and that was $90 just for that.
So I'll be coming up. Then this is for sure coming up to Dallas. Because I'm starting my trip from Dallas.
Okay.
To go.
Which I'm only like 25 minutes south of Dallas on 45.
So I can, let me look at the calendar. December. So I have another trip between now and when I leave for my long journey. I have another overseas trip.
And Jay, no, it wasn't about my cooking. You didn't get a chance to try my cranberry relish because Chris opened up the truck door and it fell out and hit the ground and broke.
So I'm going to drive up the 18th.
Okay.
The 18th of December, I'll drive up. And then you'll get to see the chief person. I'll be kind of
Well, hey, you got my number, Jamie. So give me a holler, and I can let you know if Crystal's around or not. That way you can get a chance to meet her too. But I'm going to be around because, like I said, I can't take time off. I'd love to be able to take time off to go with her, but she knows for a fact that, I can do it from work, but the biggest problem is that no one's going to be here to keep an eye on my mom. And just to let y'all know how my mom's mind is right now, she didn't realize last Thursday was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that sucks. I just saw the most dedicated truck driver, not to change the subject, walk into the pilot, get out of the truck. He come in with a set of crutches on. Now that's dedication.
Yeah. But, she just thought it was just a regular Thursday and everything. And, she loves watching TV and everything. But with like I say, with her mind, she just didn't comprehend that last Thursday was Thanksgiving. And like I said, that's why for me, I was like, I can't take off. I had a motorcycle benefit last Friday and Saturday that was down in Austin. Austin was like 2.5, 3 hours away. Okay, it's no big deal, but I was going to be gone basically for 2 nights. And if I was gone, Crystal was going to go. Nobody would have been here to do anything if anything happened with my mom. I can't do that. I appreciate it, Jay. I know y'all are always trying to give me a hard time.
Hey, I did the same thing with my old man. He didn't get dementia the last couple years or so, but with his breathing, I couldn't go anywhere any longer. When I went on vacation my sister had to come up from Florida and stay with my parents for a week so I could go on vacation for a week.
So,
and she complained about it.
The sacrifices we do for our parents and our elders.
Yeah. But all I know, speak of the devil, hang on a minute. Yes, sweetie, what's going on?
Okay, well, you might want to have the guys run that for a little bit because I need to talk to you, and I don't know if you want your credit card information over a live stream.
All right, well, I can. Okay, you guys hang on. I'm going to mute myself. That way y'all can't hear me.
Antonio, that's you up there?
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
Now he should change his name to Daniel, the Power Tool King. Every day he puts out another video, so he buys it for another power tool he bought. So that'd be a good channel name. We the Power Tool King
is the Battery King, that's for sure, and he's very knowledgeable in that stuff.
Definitely.
I told Antonio some time ago, I says, man, D-Walt would love to have you for a salesman or any battery tool.
He must have enough batteries there. He has enough batteries there. If he had an adapter to use them all, hell, he could run his whole house on unmade batteries. He must have.
You took the word out of my mouth.
Or he can go to SEMA and be one of the representatives for DeWalt, like a freelance representative for a power tool company at SEMA. I bet you Antonio can do that.
DeWalt? DeWalt doesn't know anybody. DeWalt don't give a crap about anybody on YouTube.
That's for credit for. You can watch out.
No, baby.
I do run my house off my tool batteries, though, when I run out of power, though.
Joke.
I wasn't sure.
You probably could.
Fans, electricity, or fans. I run fans, my computers, the internet.
Oh, yeah. They go run like a window sheet off of one, but.
No. But when it's 100 degrees at night, and you have no AC and the power's out, it'll be 140 in the house by the end of the night.
Yeah, AC out there, it's like a necessity, like heat is out here.
Yeah, even though the state of Arizona still says it's a luxury.
I've seen it 94 inside my house, but that's by choice because I'm not really temperature sensitive, and I'm not home enough to really.
That's because you grew up in Pennsylvania, that you kind of get immune. Like when people laugh at me when I walk out, that's what New Yorkers call Pennsylvania. We call it Pennsylvania. And if you're like, and the people are like that live like I'm driving to PA right now. Believe it or not, I drive for. I'm driving to. I'm sure Jamie knows where it is. I'm driving to an area called the Valley, Sarah, Athens, Waverly.
Oh, that's up. That's north. That's near Scranton, isn't it? North Scranton.
No, we're up. I'm right up near the PA New York border. But see, it's funny. Now the left of me is
north of Scranton.
Yeah, north. Yep. The left of me is Waverly, New York. Okay. The right of me is on the right side of the highway is Pennsylvania. When I cross over this next bridge, I'll be back in New York. I mean, I'm right along the border. And the people that work in Pennsylvania, on the other side, we call them stump jumpers.
I've heard that term.
The people in Pennsylvania call us Yankees.
I'm from South Central, really close to Gettysburg.
My family didn't come to New York till the 50s. Originally, we're from a town that don't exist anymore. We used to live in Frytown.
Oh.
Which was basically a suburb of Music, where Rocky Glen amusement park used to be.
Have you ever been down to the Flight 93 Memorial Bridge?
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be part of my trip. Every time I take a trip through there, I'll come west to go see the Flight 93 Memorial and then cross through Pittsburgh. I'll take 30 instead of the turnpike because of the toll fees. And plus the turnpike's a little fast for my Jeep. Just a little bit. So that's my plan.
Turnpike sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I went to York Tech for diesel back in the early 2000s.
Jagu giving everybody a hard time, huh?
I met Jehu. Oh, Jehu, I'm going to be passing. Well, no, it's not going to be Chicago. But I'll be passing through Illinois.
I'm not a big fan of how some of these towns people think that that 9/11 Memorial there, the plane 93. They said, "Oh, that was cost too much to build that." It's like, yeah, how many lives died?
Well, I go to those memorials like the Pentagon one. If I was up in New York, I'll go to the World Trade Center Memorial. But
oh yeah,
that was the driving force of me joining the military.
There was a lot of people. I got recalled in the Army over that, and I take basic over again because they said, and when I was there, I wasn't very well motivated. I was 42 years old almost, something like that. They thought my drill instructor, and I was like 35, 36 after when actually he says, "Well, you're not trying awful hard." Because I already served my tour. I already got my toy yet. Well, we need your MOS. Yeah, you're not going to get it. And he said, you've already been reactivated. Yeah, that's if I pass basic training. That's why I said that I can flunk basic training.
Now I'm going to hit up, like, I posted my travel route on Instagram, so I plan on running into some of the people on these streams. That's what
I thought you were already on that travel route. That was why I asked how your trip was going.
Oh no, that was my I just got back from, well, I'll say it now, I just got back from Brazil. Not the good part. That's where I was down there. And then before that I was in Colombia. So I did a twofer. I did Colombia, and then I came back to the States overnight, and then I went down to Brazil. And now I got like X amount of day break. And I have one more trip, but it's not going to be in any of those areas. And then I'll come back and start my long journey. So I'm trying to get all of my Jeep work done within this little window that I have.
Gotcha.
Sorry about that, guys. That was the desk clerk there at the motel, just wanting to get confirmation that I'm authorizing Crystal to stay the night and the credit card and everything. And no, you're not having my credit card information.
Yes, Bocce's going to be the first to see the Jeep. She'll be seeing the Jeep tomorrow or Friday.
You showed pictures of that Jeep before.
I was just in Dallas with that Jeep about not too long ago.
Are you putting it back to the way it was?
No, I'm gonna drive it how it is. I
remember you mentioned that you're gonna put it back to the way it was.
I had wanted to, but eventually I'm gonna replace the tub or some panels of that. Eventually, I'm actually working on strengthening up the frame. I'm putting 3/16 plate all down the frame. So I'm just gonna finish doing what I'm been doing and just drive it and enjoy it. I can't enjoy it off road because I don't have time right now.
Well, I can imagine how much work it would be just to put it back to stock.
But I mean, it's strong right now, and I'm just gonna drive it. I still get about 14.5 miles per gallon. In fact, my last
like that fire always said, drive them hard, drive them fast, kick their ass, they're gonna last.
You said you're getting 14 miles a gallon, Jamie?
I just put a water pump in it because, so the funny thing is where the water pump was leaking, it was leaking out of the prop shaft. But when I took the water pump off, I did one of these numbers with the shaft, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. But I wasn't making any noise, which is weird, but it was spitting water out the fan. And then
14 miles a gallon isn't bad. My 1997 lifted with 40s on it. 4Runner only gets like 10 or 12.
That Dodge truck I just got through getting, I'm going up, like when we had to go up there last Thursday for Thanksgiving, that thing's getting about 20. And that's got the 5.7 Hemi in it.
I'd believe it if it's got the cruising rear end, like a 340 rear. And
I'm not sure. It's a 17.
It's a 17, so it's oh yeah, that's a cruiser. That's probably got the 323 rear. What's that?
It might, but all I know is I know it's got the 8-speed automatic, and I mean I set the cruise control. 87
HP or 80, yeah.
But all I had cruise control set for like 75, and yeah. Because like I said, all I was when I stopped for gas, I reset the trip meter, and it showed 288 something miles. and I put 14 gallons in it. I'm going, or a little bit over 14 gallons. So I'm going, yeah, that's about 20 miles of the gallon.
Yeah, I get about 29 in town and with my Impala, and about 30 on. It's only a mile more, about 30 on the highway.
8 HP 70. That's what I was meaning.
Well, up like this with my my Harley Wide Glide, I'm getting about 45.
Oh yeah, I don't think 30 miles a gallon though is bad for a V8 Chevy Impala.
No.
Nope. Not at all. Does it get like 20? Probably it's like what, 25 city, 30 highway, and straight cruise.
I get 29 in the city and 30 on the highway. It's kind of weird how it is, but I mean, every time I go get that thing though, like I want that oil change because I ain't crawling underneath that car when it's snowing and raining out. I won't do it. I won't. My garage is too small. I'm not catching pneumonia.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And I took it to Walmart, and they got their deal, $49 for Castro synthetic, and I'll stand there and watch them change oil, and they look at me like, and the guy there last time he typed in, I said it's not a 3.6. He said that's what's in the Impala in 2015. Why don't you type in the police package? He says that's not a police package. There's no light on it. It's an undercover police car. That's what it was originally bought for. And the Rochester Police Department ordered it, and the city cut the budget, and Chevy was stuck with about 5 of those cars at that particular dealership, and so they just sold them to the general public. They didn't have it was supposed to be it was supposed to be a dresser, and they didn't have the money. Well, guess what? You sell them.
You gotta love the assumptions that people make.
Yeah.
And when they open up the hood, they go, "That's a V8." No kidding. That's why I bought it. If you look, and he said, "Why do you think it's dual exhaust?" I said, "Well, there's a lot of dual exhaust. No, there's a lot of Impalas that are exhaust, but there ain't too many Chevy Impalas are what I call true dual." And the kid that was doing it, what's true dual exhaust?
True dual from the headers back.
Yeah.
From the manifold back, yeah.
It's got 2 catalytic converters, 2 mufflers, no wide pipe, just 2 separate exhaust systems.
2 straight pipes is what it's called.
Yep, but I call it. It is. It's basically true dual exhaust. It ain't a fake, where they put a Y adapter in. Put it up on the lip, and the kid's like, "Wow."
Or the fake. The other version of the fake is that you actually have a Y pipe in the front at the manifolds, and then when you get to the back of the exhaust, you put a splitter in, so it looks like there's 2 exhaust pipes.
Yeah, kind of like what I got on my truck. Because on my truck, it's got dual pipes in the back, but I guarantee you it's going into Y somewhere up front.
Oh, yeah, but that's more exhaust. You know what I hate, though? Dodge does it. Chevy does it. They all do it. They'll put a cutout. The Dodge trucks especially, I noticed. They'll put a cutout and not have a pipe come there. A buddy of mine had he didn't have the money to have it converted over, and put a Y pipe. He just went to a parts store, bought a chrome tip and a little piece of pipe and just stuck it out there. So it didn't look stupid because on the bumper it's actually got the little notch out for the dual exhaust. He said eventually he'll get it, but he just did it because it looked so stupid when he bought a Dodge, and he just didn't like the way it looked without that. It looked like you're missing part of your exhaust. And you know something? He had a cop actually pull his ass over because he said his truck was loud because he had a glass pack muffler that he didn't put on, and he tried to give him a ticket for an exhaust leak because he saw that notch, thought he lost part of his exhaust system. And he told the cop, "Well, then you write me a ticket, but before you do, you might want to crawl your ass on the ground and you'll look. That's factory."
Yep.
And he did, and he couldn't believe it. The cop, but he did it. He said, "I already planned on converting it." But yeah, he took that glass back muffler off. It was a kid that had that truck, and he cut the factory muffler off, put a big old glass pack on it. And that's what you do when you're a kid.
Yep. All right, guys. That was Crystal and everything. She's getting checked in there at the hotel and everything. So her and Danny are going to be taking showers and everything. And then so she's going to be calling me here in a little bit. I still need to call you, Bocce, because Crystal's going to text me. I want to talk to you before I talk to her. But like I said, I appreciate everybody that's been here, especially in chat. Everything, everybody's up on panel, and for the donations and everything, that will definitely come in handy. Like I said, I'm gonna see about doing a stream Friday. I'll get with Money and see about getting everything set up Friday. That way we can basically start doing an auction and start, raising the money. That way we can, get the funds up. That way she has no problems be able to get up to and from Oklahoma to take care of all this. Hotel rooms, stuff like that, food, gas, and whatever else she's going to be needing. So, but I do appreciate, everything that everybody's done. Everybody's here. And like I said, normally for me, I'm not the kind of person that I will ask for help on something like that. It's like I'll deal with it myself. But right now, Antonio, like you said, I've got a lot going on with all the different benefits for the next 2 weekends. And with Christmas coming up, along with my own bills, that financially, I just cannot afford to do it. I wish I could, but I just can't do it right now.
Well, I understand, man. I've been driving back and forth from where I live to Flagstaff, which is like a 300-something mile drive every day for like the last couple weeks to visit my grandma before she dies.
Right.
She got cancer, and she went to sit in a wheelchair, and she was being escorted to the hospital yesterday, and she broke her leg.
Ooh.
So
that's not good.
I totally understand, man.
Yeah. I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate everybody's been here. Like I said, I'll see about going live on Friday. That way, like I said, I know that shawl and that blanket. I know I was going to do a giveaway on that, but to auction that off, raise the funds and everything. I'm probably going to see about. I'm going to see about doing another birdhouse and everything. I know that's about the easiest thing I can do right now. I know that Ed, the old tech guy, he likes the one I sent him. I'm upset the fact is that the little perch and everything got broke in the shipping. So
you can make a birdhouse shaped like the White House and put Brandon on the front. That's all right. I mean, I just said. I mean, that's it. That'd make a good birdhouse.
Would you be able to fit? Would you be able to fit one of his quads in it?
I don't know. But I know if I made a scarecrow and make it look like Briggs, that'd scare everybody off.
And then you can put a street sign in the and you can put like a street sign out on it and says "Let's go."
Hey, if you looked at a mirror there later, Maynard.
Yeah.
You ain't no Rock Hudson either.
Hey, I get no complaints from Crystal.
Well, I don't care about Crystal. I'm not. She should complain because you're not my type. Sorry.
Well, you're not my type either.
I hope so. I'm glad we're even. We're on even plane.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I appreciate you guys being here and the help.
It's good to see you, man.
I'll be figuring things out. Might have some other things. I don't know. I have to figure out what's going on, and I'll have more information by Friday and everything. Crystal might even be here. I don't know.
Okay. I've seen something where Shaggy's going to go live at 11. Is that?
I guess he is.
Is that 11 Eastern time? So that would be in 10 minutes from now. 10 my
Yeah,
time.
possibly.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
Because somebody said Cajun go live. Oh, Luke Duke. But I can go live for an hour. I think Shaggy is on the East Coast. I think.
Yeah.
East Coast time. So if he goes live, then I'm not going to go live, because I don't want to You know,
Right.
but I just read that.
All right.
So,
Like I said, I need to shut this down that way and get a hold of Bocce and find out about how to get those points and everything from Wyndham from her. And like I said, Crystal's going to be calling me. So that, and I got another phone call I got to make. So I've got still quite a bit to go tonight. And I've got, like I said, I'll be back at work early in the morning.
All right, Mater. Well, you know how to get a hold of me on Facebook if you need something, man.
Oh, yeah, I know. I appreciate
take it easy.
All right.
Same.
Antonio.
Later.
Thanks for
Casey.
having me. Nice seeing you,
Yep.
Antonio, Briggs,
Yep.
Cajun.
Good to see you too, Jamie.
All right. Appreciate you being here, Jamie.
okay, so now Shaggy's is going to be 10 Central Time. So
Yeah.
you know, Redline Garrett just put the time up. So
Yep.
no, I'm not going to go live. Let's just all go raid Shaggy.
All right, y'all go raid Shaggy. I'm gonna be doing the other things around here.
Okay.
But like I said, I appreciate everybody that's been here. Like I said, I'll keep y'all up to date and everything. Probably do another video and everything tomorrow. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing.
Yeah, like a little update tomorrow afternoon
Right.
or
I'll be
whatever.
probably tomorrow, afternoon, evening, something like that, doing an update video.
Right.
So, all right, like I said, appreciate y'all being here, and Cajun, you want to say your goodbye?
Yes, sir. As always, everybody. Oh, good to see y'all. Thank you for having me up, Mater, and all that. And like I said, sorry again. Condolences to the families.
Thank you.
So, and as always, everybody, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all. Pluto.
All right.
Later.
All right. I will see y'all guys later. And like I said, I'll do an update video tomorrow and everything, and try to let y'all know what's going to happen Friday. So until then, stay safe and God bless.